Hi friends, it's Taryn or VSG tearing it up. It's Wednesday night. It's not my normal update. But I got my lab results and met with my doctor today. It wasn't anything that I feel like they should have withheld my results for, but I did find it a little bit interesting. So I'm gonna talk about my labs a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk about some skin things that I'm doing to try to combat loose skin, and then we'll talk about hair loss. So the only things that were out of range on my blood work was my insulin level, which I've told you guys before. I have hyperinsulinemia, which is a part of metabolic syndrome, and it's overproduction of insulin in response to decreased response from the beta cells. So my insulin level was 33.3, and the normal range is 3.0 to 25. I want to say that's what it was before. So I found that kind of interesting because I was really hoping it would have went down a little bit with, doing keto and stuff and not having any sugar. But we'll see. It's a baseline. So if I'm still doing it in 6 months, maybe then it'll go down. I don't know. So, and the funny thing was, she was like, I might end up sending you to an endocrinologist. And I'm like, for what? I'm like, they're not going to do anything. She's like, well, they could give you glucose tabs. And I'm like, I can buy glucose tabs at Meijer's. Like, I know my body and I will not let myself get hypoglycemic like that. I said, but honestly, before I was doing low carb, like when I was just eating like shit, I would have like spikes of insulin or spikes of blood sugar and then drop in blood sugar and spikes and drop. And I was always on this constant like roller coaster. When I'm doing low carb, especially when I'm doing keto, but even when I'm under like 100 carbs a day, I would say, I don't have those spikes. I don't ever eat and then feel like I'm in a coma. Like, you know how if you eat like a big carb meal or something and you just feel like you need a nap? I don't have that. Especially when I'm doing keto, I'm just like at an even keel all the time. Like, I don't have that issue. So my hemoglobin A1C was 5.8. Normal range is 4.0 to 6.0. So I'm almost at that 6, but she said whenever she took it last, which I want to say probably was in like November or December is the last time I remember her doing like full labs on me. She said it was 6.4. Now I know right before surgery, whenever I got it done at the surgeon's office, it was 5.8. So it did come down, like since I started doing low carb in March, it came down from a 6.4 to a 5.8. So whatever, I'd like to see it get closer to a 4. So maybe within the next 6 months or something. On this little chart, it says, if it's under 5.7, decreased risk of diabetes, 5.7 to 6.4, increased risk of diabetes, and then over 6.4 is consistent with diabetes. And I was at a 6.4 before. So I was like almost diabetic. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that that came down. She did do a full lipid panel. My HDL was normal. My LDL was normal. My glucose was 108. My bun and creatinine were fine. My AST and ALT were in normal range. She was concerned about kidney and liver function with the low carb. Everything is perfect. The only thing that's high is my triglycerides, which is 275, and normal range is 0 to 149. So that's really high, but I really think it's because I'm breaking up all this fat in my body right now and releasing it. She said she's not really concerned about it, but she said that I can take like fish oil, but I hate fish. Like anything fish, anything out of the water makes me want to vomit. So I'm thinking if I take a fish oil pill and start burping up fish tasting stuff, I'm going to puke for sure. So the other thing that was off is my white blood cell count is 12.6. Normal range is 4 to 10, basically 4.5 to 10. So mine's always high, and she looked up my last one and it was 13. I pulled up my chart from Henry Ford from back in like 2015. It was 20. Then they took it again, I want to say in July, and it was 16. And then the last time they took it was like 14. So, I mean, it's kind of down, but it's always elevated. Now, I've always kind of just assumed, I'm in the medical field as a paramedic and a nurse. I'm exposed to all kinds of nasty shit. So, I just kind of always figured like, oh, it's just a little bit higher because I'm always exposed to stuff. And I mean, I'm never sick, guys. I might get sick once or twice a year. Like, I don't get sick. So, I'd rather have a high white blood cell count than a low one, because your white blood cells are the ones that fight infection. Well, she wants me to see a hematologist, and I told her, I'm like, well, you know, back in June, my dad and my Uncle Brian told me that they both have like a rare blood disorder, and I couldn't remember the name of it. I know I texted it to my husband. I think it was on my old phone. So I don't know. I gotta find out the name of it and go see a stupid hematologist. So, whatever. I mean, the reason that I don't really care about it is they said that there's no FDA-approved treatment. So, who cares? If you can't do anything about it, then why does it matter if I know I have it or not? I don't know. Okay, so skincare. This is skin firming hydration. I've been using this. I try to do it twice a day, but I'm not really on point, guys. I try, but I mean, it's like a half a bottle, and I bought it right after surgery. It's like 2 months, so I don't know. I just kind of put it everywhere. It says it improves skin's firmness in as little as 2 weeks. It has coenzyme Q10, noticeably smoother skin. So I don't know if it'll help at all, but I figured it's better than not doing anything. Also, It Works wraps. I know it's hard to see because it's dark. I'm outside my kids' dance class again. I don't sell these. I do know someone who does on Facebook. If you guys are interested, I can try to hook you up with her. But I think everybody knows somebody who sells them. I actually know a few people who sell them. And I didn't find out till I told someone I bought them. And they're like, oh, I sell them. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Anyways, you pay, I did like the 3-month plan. So you pay like $69 a month, and you get 4 applications. You're supposed to do them, and then you drink as much as you can, like as much water as you can for 72 hours, and then after 72 hours you're supposed to have like these phenomenal results. Now, did I expect to have phenomenal results? No, I'm fat, right? Like, I have tons of fat, but I figured if using them would help at all decrease my loose skin, it would be worth a shot, right? So, I don't know. I've only used one so far, I'm not gonna lie. So what I did was, I put the wrap on, and then wrapped it up with cellophane, waited my 45 minutes, and then I'm cheap, so I cut it in half, put it on my thighs, wrapped them up, and waited another 45 minutes. I don't know that it's gonna help anything, but they're about to ship me another order. I kind of forgot about them, honestly, but so they're about to ship me another order. So I feel like maybe I'll do them once a week it'll be 4 weeks and then 3 weeks, or maybe I'll do them a couple times a week. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to help anything, but I figured if spending $60 a month can help at all to try to prevent plastics, then that's fine. Like, I definitely think I'm going to need plastics. I'm fine with that. Like, I don't care, but whatever. So this is, makeup remover, okay? However, somebody found that, I found it at Rite Aid, I think, and I think it was $8 or $12. I don't know. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than them wraps, though. So you're supposed to, it's like lotiony cream. It's like kind of hard, like whatever. Anyways, you put it on whatever your problem area is, like your stomach, your arms, your legs, and you wrap them with cellophane before you work out. and it's supposed to work the same as the It Wraps Works, or whatever, the It Works Wraps, whatever the hell they are. So I have not tried them yet. I guess just because it's cold in Michigan, I don't want to wrap myself with something wet and cellophane-y and go outside to go for a walk. So I feel like whenever I finally use my exercise videos, I have like periodically, but I'm not using them on a regular. Like I need to get my shit together. But when I do, I may as well try this because it's supposed to work. But I think it's going to be uncomfortable to have on like cellophane wrapped around me in this wet lotiony stuff. So it's stupid I even bought it without being 100% that I was going to use it. But anyways, it is, I can't link it, but Albone, Abilene, I guess. And it's makeup remover. So I'm doing that. Also, you know, when I showed you my vitamins the other day, I left these two out because these are my car vitamins. I have vitamin B12. It's a barium or fast melt dissolve and calcium citrate. The calcium citrate I have to take 3 times a day, and I can't take it within 2 hours of my iron, and I take the iron twice a day. Oh, my doctor said I can reduce the iron to once a day because my hemoglobin is 14. So, I can reduce that. But, yeah, I'm supposed to take these 3 times a day, but I can't take it with my iron. So my iron I was taking with my morning pills and my night pills. So while I'm out seeing patients during, God, this is poor quality. While I'm out seeing patients during the day, just like in between houses, I'll pop a pill. You know, I'll pop a calcium or a B12, whatever. Also, guys, I have been so sick of water. Like, I just don't want to drink water anymore. I hate it. Like, I mean, I've always hated water. I hate to admit that as a nurse, but I hate it. I hate it. It's gross. So, I bought these Propel. They have no carbs, but they do have a little bit of sodium, and then they have like potassium, vitamin C, vitamin E, niacin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and pantothenic acid. I can't remember what that is, but whatever, you know, it has like a bunch of crap in it, so it makes it taste a little bit better. It makes it more tolerable. I've also, this one's empty, but I've been like keeping a case of water in my car. I have one currently in my trunk, but that way, no matter where I'm at, I always have water. And then I'm still doing the Premier Protein once a day. No, what I've been doing to reduce carbs, actually, because this one of these is only 3 net carbs for the whole thing. So instead of doing cream and sugar in my coffee at Tim Hortons, I just pour 1/3 of this 3 times a day. So instead of getting 2 carbs, no, probably about 4 carbs per coffee, that adds up when you got to stay under 20 carbs a day. So I've been doing that. Then I can still drink my coffee and I'm getting in my protein. And then I also, because it's cold in Michigan, it's probably not cold enough to eat this now, but I've been keeping little like snacks in here. This is like a cheese. I put it in here yesterday and forgot to eat it while I was at work, but I've been trying to take, it's like a little cheese to go. This has no carbs. So I've been losing my hair. And I don't know if you can see, I'm going to pull it all out of this little hair tie. So I took a shower. Before I took a shower, I brushed my hair. And then I got out of the shower and brushed my hair before I pulled it in a hair tie. And I don't know if you can see, but like, it's already got like a little clump, you know, of hair that has came out. So it doesn't look like that much, but anytime I touch my hair, I get like a clump. And the beautician told me before, and I mean, my hair's thick, guys. I don't think I'll ever be able to tell that I'm losing it. Maybe, but I don't know. She told me before, whenever I told her I was about to start losing my hair, whenever I first met her and she did the dye and everything, she told me that you lose about 100 hairs a day normally. But I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to sit and count how many hairs I'm losing. But when I take a shower, it like comes out in like those clumps. Like I just showed you, like clumps of it'll come out. And then like, I don't know, if I like run my fingers through my hair, like hair comes out. So I don't know. It's crappy, but I don't think it's making a difference. I still have very thick hair. I think that's it. Sorry, I know that took forever. Happy midweek. Bye.